Picture this. You're standing at the checkout counter, wallet empty, dreams crushed by a $47 grocery bill, then suddenly, like a leather-bound superhero, your credit card swoops in to save the day. You swipe, you smile, you walk away victorious. Fast forward 6 months later, you owe $3,000, your minimum payment is higher than your rent, and you're Googling, "Can I eat ramen for every meal without dying?" Congratulations! You've just been inducted into the Credit Card Hall of Financial Shame. Population 180 million Americans. Today, we're diving deep into why credit cards aren't your financial fairy godmother. They're more like a loan shark wearing a designer suit and a friendly smile. Let's start with the obvious. Credit cards are vampires, but instead of sucking your blood, they drain your bank account with the enthusiasm of a teenager at an all-you-can-eat buffet. The average American carries over $6,000 in credit card debt. That's not a typo. That's $6,000 of, "Oops, I thought this was free money." Banks send you these shiny plastic rectangles with your name embossed in gold, like you're some kind of financial royalty. Meanwhile, they're calculating exactly how much they can extract from your future self. It's like being handed a beautiful poison apple by someone who's already planning your funeral. And that's not even the worst part. APR stands for annual percentage rate, but it might as well stand for absolutely predatory robbery. This is the interest rate that turns your $500 shopping spree into a $1,200 life lesson. The average credit card APR is around 24%. Let that marinate in your brain for a second. 24%. That's higher than most people's raise, higher than their savings account interest, and definitely higher than their will to live after seeing their monthly statement. To put this in perspective, if you owe $1,000 and only make minimum payments, you'll spend about $2,590 over 7 years to pay it off. That's not financial planning, that's financial waterboarding. But wait, there's more darkness ahead. Minimum payments. The financial equivalent of running on a treadmill that's going backwards. Credit card companies love to highlight this feature like it's some kind of generous gift. "Only paid $25 a month," they chirp, neglecting to mention that $23 of that goes to interest and $2 goes to your actual debt. Making minimum payments is like trying to empty the ocean with a teaspoon while someone's dumping buckets back in. You'll be 97 years old, sitting in your rocking chair, still getting bills from Capital One. Your great-grandchildren will inherit your credit card debt along with your collection of vintage fidget spinners. And that's just the beginning of this nightmare.
Remember compound interest from math class? That magical force that was supposed to make your investments grow? Well, credit cards weaponized it against you. Every month you don't pay your full balance, they charge interest on your interest. It's like a financial snowball rolling down Mount Everest, except the snowball is made of your hopes and dreams. Albert Einstein allegedly called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. He probably didn't know credit card companies would use it to turn a $50 dinner into a $200 regret sandwich. Your debt doesn't just grow. It multiplies like rabbits in a carrot factory. And speaking of multiplication, wait until you hear about fees. Late fees, over-limit fees, balance transfer fees, cash advance fees, foreign transaction fees, breathing while in debt fees. Okay, I made that last one up, but give them time. Credit card companies have more fees than a parking meter in Manhattan. Miss a payment by 1 day? $39, please. Go over your limit by 50 cents. Another $39. Want to transfer your balance to escape? Transfer fee. It's like playing a video game where every move costs money, and the only way to win is to never play. These fees are designed with the precision of a Swiss watch and the mercy of a honey badger. They'll nickel and dime you until you're paying in pennies you found in your couch cushions. But the real masterpiece is yet to come. Here's where it gets truly diabolical. Credit cards convinced society that you need them to build credit. It's like a protection racket, but legal. Nice credit score you got there. Would be a shame if something happened to it because you didn't play our game. You need credit to buy a house, get a car loan, sometimes even to rent an apartment. So you get a credit card to build credit, which requires you to use credit, which puts you at risk of credit card debt, which can destroy your credit. It's a circular prison made of financial irony. They've turned your credit score into a pet you have to feed with debt to keep it healthy. And trust me, this pet has a very expensive appetite. Credit card companies employ teams of psychologists, actual psychologists, to figure out how to make you spend more money you don't have. They study your brain like you're a lab rat, and they're trying to figure out which button makes you dispense the most cash. Cashless payments feel less painful. Reward points make you feel like you're winning while you're losing. They send you pre-approved offers that make you feel special, like you've been chosen by the financial gods themselves. Meanwhile, you're just a data point in their algorithm of human misery. They know exactly which psychological buttons to push to turn you into a spending zombie. But wait, there's an even darker layer to this onion of despair. Here's a plot twist. Even when you pay with cash, you're still paying credit card fees. Every business that accepts credit cards passes those processing fees on to all customers through higher prices. It's like being charged for someone else's drinks at a bar you don't even go to. Credit cards have created a two-tiered pricing system where cash users subsidize rewards for credit card users. So when your friend brags about getting 2% cash back, remember, they're getting 2% back of the extra 3% everyone's already paying. It's wealth redistribution, Robin Hood style, except Robin Hood works for Chase Bank and steals from everyone to give to people with good credit scores. And this brings us to the grand finale of financial manipulation.
But what about emergencies, you ask? Credit cards have convinced an entire generation that debt is an emergency fund. That's like saying a house fire is a heating system. Real emergencies require real money, not borrowed money that'll haunt you for years. Using credit cards for emergencies is like solving your drowning problem by drinking more water. Sure, you survive the immediate crisis, but now you have a bigger, longer-term crisis that charges you 24% annual interest for the privilege of existing. An emergency fund is money you own. Credit card debt is money that owns you. There's a difference, and it's measured in years of financial servitude. But here's the thing, and I'm about to get uncharacteristically optimistic. You're not actually trapped forever. The system is designed to keep you in debt, but it's not unbeatable. Millions of people have escaped credit card debt, and they're not financial wizards or trust fund babies. They're regular people who got tired of being financial hostages. Start by paying more than the minimum. Even $10 extra makes a difference. Stop using the cards while you pay them off. Build a real emergency fund, even if you start with $5 a week. The same compound interest that's been working against you can work for you in a savings account. It's slow, it's boring, and it doesn't come with reward points, but it also doesn't come with interest rates that would make a loan shark blush. Credit cards aren't inherently evil. They're just a tool designed to extract maximum profit from human psychology and financial desperation. The good news, once you understand the game, you can choose not to play it, or at least play it better. You don't need credit cards to survive. You don't need them to be happy, and you definitely don't need them to prove your worth as a human being. What you need is a plan, some patience, and the radical idea that owing money to corporations shouldn't be a lifestyle choice. So here's your homework. Calculate how much you're actually paying in interest and fees this year. Then imagine what you could do with that money if you kept it instead of donating it to your friendly neighborhood credit card vampire. The number might just scare you straight. Remember, they want you in debt because that's how they make money. Your financial freedom is literally their worst nightmare. Make their nightmares come true.